This JTS Mortgage Minute is brought to you by JTS Company Mortgage Professionals.
Hey, good morning, I'm Jeff Farnham. Is one of your New Year's resolutions to become a homeowner? If so, we can help you with your pre-qualification for a home loan at JTS Company. Our text and online applications make the process fast and simple to complete. But if you have questions or concerns before you fill out an application, give us a call. We would love to sit down with you and go over your goals and find the best option that fits your needs. January is set to be a busy month for the real estate and mortgage industries. The traditional spring season for housing market activity may be brought forward somewhat in 2020, according to a new report. The early start for the housing market will not mean a slow spring, though. A recent study from Realtor.com found that competition will start high in January and stay high throughout the spring months. The new year is set for a showdown between increased demand and strong home buying power, rising tenure, and limited supply. Is homeownership one of your goals for 2020? Now is the time to start preparing and making the necessary steps to move forward with that goal in mind. Your credit history helps determine the loan you will qualify for and the interest rate you will pay. It's not that difficult to develop and keep a good credit score. Some just don't know where to start. Let JTS Company review your information and point you in the right direction for homeownership. Your mortgage advisor will review your credit report, your credit scores, and debt-to-income ratios to determine what steps you need to take to improve your scores or lower your ratios. Here are a few things we are mindful of when building a good credit score. Your payment history is one of the most important factors in determining your credit score. A single missed payment could spell trouble from an otherwise decent credit score. It's important that you make all payments on time. Whenever you apply for a credit line, you'll be subject to a credit inquiry. Having too many credit inquiries can not only hurt your credit score, it can also give you potentially false impression that you're borrowing more than you should be. Applying for a store credit card because it will save you 10% right now isn't always the best move to make, especially when trying to improve your credit score. Maxing out your credit limit isn't just bad for your finances, it can also damage your credit score. One thing that's reviewed when determining your credit worthiness is your credit utilization ratio, which represents the percentage of available credit you're using at any given point in time. If your credit utilization ratio climbs above 30%, it can raise a red flag, even if you ultimately manage to make all your payments on time. Co-signing a loan for another borrower won't necessarily damage your credit, but if that borrower stops making payments on the loan, your score could be headed for trouble. When you co-sign a loan, you take responsibility for adhering to its payment terms. If the primary borrower falls behind, your credit might suffer. One last item to consider that can be confusing is closing old credit cards. If you have an older account in good standing, it can positively impact your credit history, boosting your overall score. Older cards with a more generous credit limit can keep your credit utilization ratio lower. If you don't have a pressing reason to cancel the account, retaining it could help preserve your credit score. These are just a few tips to help you protect the credit score you already have or help you increase your scores to give you more purchasing power. Your lifetime mortgage advisor at JTS Company wants to help you finance the home of your dreams. So let's talk about how strong your purchase power is. If you're in the market to purchase or refinance a home, it's important to know you have options with JTS Company. Consult with your mortgage advisor at JTS Company to formulate your plan sooner than later. We are local, trusted, and experienced, and we want to help you with your homeownership goals. Thank you for joining me today, and be sure to tune in next week.
This JTS Mortgage Minute is brought to you by JTS Company Mortgage Professionals.